News 12 at noon. This is the place for local news.
On the way this half hour, Chattanooga Mayor Tim Kelly stopping by, giving us a few minutes on a couple of stories you have heard about a lot lately, including the airport expansion.
And Lexus of Chattanooga is here today to talk about their brand new location, end of the year donations, and more.
And the one and only Jason Gibby will be stopping by from Pinnacle Home Improvements. There's a brand new offer. We'll tell you all about it between now and the bottom of the hour. You keep it here on Let's Chat.
Welcome to Let's Chat, the Tennessee Valley's premier show focusing on lifestyle and entertainment. Bringing you smart shopping tips, community events, and the newest trends. Now, let's chat.
Glad to have you here with us on this Tuesday. It is December 12th. Christmas closer and closer. You doing all right?
I am. Cold morning. Had to start the car 10 minutes before I left. It's that time of year.
Contributing to that global footprint, are you?
It's funny you say that. We have an intense HOA, and I'm getting a little nervous that leaving my car running is going to get me shamed.
Actually, that should be the carbon footprint. Anyway, you get the idea.
Global footprint.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, after we get through that, it won't be as cold, and we'll talk all about that coming up today at noon. All right, it's Jingle Bell season. You don't need us to tell you that, but at Taco Bell, you may need us to tell you about a really cool thing they've got for their loyal customers.
The Tex-Mex chain is bringing back the fan favorite double-decker taco. For a limited time, for those unfamiliar, it's a crunchy taco with seasoned beef, shredded lettuce, and cheddar cheese, cradled by a bean-filled soft tortilla.
It is available now at certain participating locations. They haven't said exactly how long this is going to be back, but they will keep it here through the holidays.
Looks good. I'm not above it.
Oh, I like a good visit to Taco Bell periodically.
I'm glad to know that.
Can't go a few days without talking about
right.
Elon Musk now, can we?
No.
Now he is asking the Supreme Court to weigh in on whether the Securities and Exchange Commission violated his free speech rights.
In the filing, attorneys for Musk alleged the SEC deprived him of his First Amendment rights. In a 2018 settlement, this came about after Musk falsely claimed on Twitter that he would be taking Tesla private and that he had, quote, funding secured for the maneuver.
Going forward, the settlement required that some of the Tesla CEO's social media posts be vetted well in advance. And as you probably know, Tesla remains a publicly traded company today. And of course, Musk, who now owns X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, it is now X. Should the Supreme Court decide to hear the case and side with him, it could limit the SEC's latitude to negotiate settlements with defendants accused of violating various securities laws. So that could have some pretty far-ranging implications. We'll keep you posted on that right here. Here's a story for you. More than half of the nation's employees say they are stressed at work, but a new survey finds that some jobs are a little more draining than others.
Oh, surprise. A report has listed the top 10 most stressful jobs this year. It includes judges, healthcare workers, phone and 911 operators, film and video editors, and retail sales supervisors. The job with the highest stress score, a urologist.
Yep, believe it or not, being a urologist, the most stressful job in America, at least according to this survey. Workers in various work environments reported higher rates of psychological distress, and of course, that can lead to mental health concerns. Last year, 81% of workers in America reported that workplace stress affects not just their mental health, but also a good part of that also affecting their relationships.
Interesting.
So there you have it. All right, let's see. Do we have time for this one more cool story or not? I don't know. I'm just sitting here. We're going to squeeze it in anyway. Google came out with their 2023 Year in Search Of yesterday, and a few of the results, the war in Israel and Gaza topped the list of the new trends and things that we are searching for on Google.
Damar Hamlin, the Buffalo Bills safety who suffered a devastating injury in January, topped the list of trending people and athletes. Barbie and Oppenheimer were the year's top trending movies, and the list also highlighted some of the people we lost this year as people mourn the deaths of Matthew Perry, Tina Turner, and Sinead O'Connor.
And most recently, of course, the death of TV giant Norman Lear. So we'll probably have a little bit more on that list between now and the end of the year. We do have a question for you, and it's our question of the day, and this is brought to us by our friends at River City Senior Benefits. We've heard about American inflation and how it went down a bit in November. Cheaper gas prices obviously helping that. This brings us to the question, and we ask for your opinion. You don't have to back this up with a scientific school of thought, but do you think inflation rate will increase or decrease in 2024?
Open up the camera on your phone and hover it over the TV screen. A little icon's going to pop up, and that's how you can vote. Yes, it will increase, or no, it will decrease. Will the U.S. inflation rate increase or decrease in 2024? Our question of the day brought to us from our friends at River City Senior Benefits.
Too bad there is not a yes, it will do both kind of option there, because invariably inflation goes up, it goes down. So we'll see overall how it trends out over the course of the next coming weeks, months, and yes, even into a brand new year of 2024. We have got Jason Gibby coming up with Pinnacle Home Improvements. Also, our friends from Lexus of Chattanooga joining us. Really cool what they're doing out on Highway 153, and Chattanooga Mayor Tim Kelly. All of that coming up. Keep it here on
Let's Chat.
Today on Mom to Mom, we are creating a countdown to Christmas clock using a pizza pan. The countdown to Christmas is officially on, and you might have a ton of countdown Christmas clocks, but this one is super personal, very inexpensive, and your kids will have a blast making it. So all you're gonna need is a pizza pan from the dollar store and I like to use primer on these and chalk paint. I use the green, but they have all different kinds of colors, but they also have the black chalk spray paint. So I have each of them done. I am going to use mine as magnets on our refrigerator so the kids can get to it fairly easy, but you can, put some strings on it and hang it up anywhere in your house if you'd like. I also have these large popsicle sticks to create the arm for the countdown clock as well. So what you're gonna do to assemble this is first start off with a primer, just so that your chalk paint can kind of stick to it, which I've already done here, and I've already put my paint on. So the reason why I like the chalk paint is I can use a chalk pen and you can erase it and do it all over again if you want to create something else as well. Then you want to create your arm, which I have painted white. Then you want to take some scissors and kind of just cut it in an angle, and then you're going to take your magnets, which you can get at the craft store as well, put it on the back of that arm, and it sticks right to the pizza plate. Then you can write on it however you like: countdown clock, countdown to Christmas, Merry Christmas, whatever you want. You make it personal to yourself. Now I'm going to stick 2 magnets on the back of my pizza pan and hang it right on the refrigerator. The kids absolutely love this. I mean, who doesn't love to count down the days to when Santa comes, right? So hopefully you like this idea. If you have any wonderful other ideas, we'd like to hear about it. You can message us up on our Facebook page, and we'll see you on the next Mom to Mom.
When I'm asked why we represent the injured, it's simple. It's personal to me and my firm. And I must say, we're darn good at what we do. At Wedemark Keith, it's more to us. It's personal.
A simpler mortgage is right around the corner. Avoid extra fees with TBFCU Mortgage Savings.
TBFCU, a place for all of us.
Need a ride? Speedy Car Loans for new and used cars. Apply online or call 634-LOAN.
TBFCU, a place for all of us. Beep, beep, beep.
I'm C. Mark.
I'm John Mark.
Never text and drive.
Always wear your seatbelt.
John Mark and I have been trial lawyers in Chattanooga and North Georgia for over 34 years.
All of our attorneys, support staff, and their families are from right here in Chattanooga and North Georgia.
We just didn't put up billboards.
We've put down roots.
Why would you hire an Alabama billboard lawyer for your Tennessee or Georgia car wreck?
If you've been hurt, call us at 265-HURT.
That's 265-4878.
We are your local law firm.
The thing I love most about the team is we're actually a family.
I have people around me I can trust. I'm lucky.
They are light in the darkness.
The only thing we can rely on is each other.
NCIS, you remember us?
Yeah! Go, go, go! But fight all that darkness out there with joy. That's how we win.
Hiring an attorney is one of the most important decisions you will make. Always ask, is the lawyer that I am watching on TV licensed to practice law in the state where my injury occurred? At Wedemark Keith, we talk the talk and we walk the walk. It's more to us. It's personal.
You're watching Let's Chat.
It's always a great day when Chattanooga Mayor Tim Kelly stops by the studio. And today we're talking about some exciting expansions going on in Chattanooga. Good to see you, Mayor. Thanks for coming on.
Great to see you, Andy.
So let's start with the airport. I love traveling. Sounds like we have a new direct route here. Talk to me about that. How did this happen, too?
Well, we've got a number of things happening. We've got the new direct that will be happening to Las Vegas on Allegiant. We've got an increased number of daily frequencies to Dallas on American.
Wow.
And we've got more coming. We've got a small service air grant that should result in a direct to either Denver or Houston in the springtime. Nothing certain there yet, but hopefully that's coming soon. And a 26,000 square foot addition, or rather expansion, that we'll be cutting the ribbon on in the springtime. So lots of great stuff happening at the airport.
Who's involved in the conversation when deciding where you will start flying to out of Chattanooga?
Well, we have come to realize since I've been in the mayor's office that air service development is economic development. And so part of my job was to get the Chamber of Commerce reconnected with the airport and really on the same page. And we've been out talking to the airlines themselves. We had an air service summit here in Chattanooga, brought the airlines here and showed them what a great place it is and the economic development that we're experiencing. I was actually just down at Delta headquarters in Atlanta yesterday, pleading our case for more flights. So it's a team effort for sure.
Staying on the transportation trend, I loved hearing about this $500,000 grant we got to possibly bring Amtrak here.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
Well, there's a lot of infrastructure investment going on right now around rail. We talk about ways that we can decongest our very, very crowded freeways, and traffic here is an issue. There's been efforts here in the past to bring passenger rail to Chattanooga for many, many years. I want to really emphasize to people that this time is different. Okay. This is not some pie in the sky maglev crazy thing. Right. This has been endorsed by our U.S. senators, by the state of Tennessee for the feasibility study. The tracks are already there; they're just carrying freight. There's a great deal of enthusiasm for this in Memphis and in Nashville and in Atlanta. This would connect us through to those places. And so, again, we've got $500,000 to study it, to do the feasibility study and see if it's commercially viable, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
What's the timeline? And then with what the results, when could it begin? Right,
so the study will begin soon. We'll do an RFP for the study itself. I would expect that study will probably take 6 months to a year, and then we'll see what the results of the study say.
Paving season ending. Talk to me about that. What does that mean? Where are we?
Cars, trains, cars, and automobiles.
Cars, trains, and something like that.
So we are up to, gosh, I think 50,000 potholes paved, about 200 lane miles. I know I hear a lot about Holt's Claw. Holt's Claw is going to be paved. It'll be the first, I think, street that we pave in the spring. We're on a hold now over the wintertime because, freezing water plays havoc with roads. So, but we're making progress. Again, we tripled the paving budget since I came into office. So we still got a lot of work to do, but we're catching up.
Right. Now, with the terrible tragedy that happened on Fraser, we've all heard about.
Yes.
Where are we with that and this temporary traffic change? What's taking place?
Yes. Well, again, it was a terrible tragedy, and you know, we're paying a lot more attention to pedestrian safety because pedestrian deaths are up. Now, most of them are not in crosswalks. Most of them are in very random places, and we're not sure what that's all about. But we can do better, and we will do better around areas where we need to obviously increase pedestrian safety, like Fraser. We've got a temporary lane restriction in place there on the weekends during the holiday season, which is when most of the traffic's there and most pedestrians are down there, and we'll see how that does. You know, I'm concerned obviously that we also don't create massive traffic backups, and so we're trying to do more of this in city government. Do a little bit of experimentation, see how things go, and then proceed from there. So we'll see how it goes this month. I think so far it's working well. I drove it myself over the weekend. I've heard good feedback about it. So we'll see how the month of December goes and go from there.
Good. Now, as we wrap up, tell us real quick about some activities going on as we step into holiday season in Chattanooga.
Oh, there's all sorts of great things going on. I mean, there's Share Your Christmas. There's the Miller Park has got a great new thing up with a forest of trees, and each of the trees is sponsored by a different nonprofit. So it's a great time to come downtown and check it out. EPP has their holiday windows up.
And there's an ornament.
Yes, there's an ornament. The Heart Gallery does a program as a fundraiser for the homeless. It's an art program, and they make an ornament that you can buy with all proceeds going to the Heart Gallery and Signal Centers. And this year it is the Tennessee Aquarium. So, so for Chattanoogans, I'd encourage you. Last year it was City Hall. This year it's the Tennessee Aquarium. I encourage Chattanoogans to go out and begin collecting those because all the proceeds go to a fantastic charity.
They are fantastic. We have them on. Thank you again for coming on, Mayor Tim Kelly, for catching us up on all that's going on in the city. So good to have you. So you can follow the mayor, Mayor Tim Kelly, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, also mayor.chattanooga.gov to learn all about what he's up to and the exciting things taking place in our city. Thank you so much again for coming on.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bathfitter's tub-over-tub process and hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bathfitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
What if you could pack a year's worth of fun into $1? Tennessee Aquarium gift memberships provide unlimited access to aquarium buildings for an entire year, beginning the day the recipient redeems their certificate. A year's worth of excitement, giggles, and memories to last a lifetime. Deluxe memberships also include unlimited admission to all 45-minute giant screen adventures at IMAX. Gift memberships are available online at tnaqua.org or call 267-FISH.
Are you seeing the signs? Are daily activities more than you can manage alone? Bailey Manor specializes in Alzheimer's and dementia. It's all we do, and you rest knowing they're safe and secure in a home-like environment. Exceeding traditional standards of care helps maintain the highest level of memory function. It may be time to let Bailey Manor be your partner in care. Compassionate people, exceptional memory care. Now serving Greater Chattanooga. To learn more, visit BaileyManors.com.
You're watching Let's Chat.
Whenever you travel up and down Highway 153, you can't help but notice all the incredible construction going on. And what you're looking at is the new home of Lexus of Chattanooga. Here to talk about that, it is Allie McKamey Baker and Ed Emerson. I'll let you figure out which one is which. Allie, good to see you.
Great to see you, Chip.
Ed, always good to see you, my friend.
Oh, great to see you as well.
How is the construction and the build-out of the new building on 153 coming?
It's coming along quickly. You know, we expected it to be about an 11-month project, and so far we're on track.
Good.
So I think some of that is attributed to my dad putting the pressure on, but thankfully we're coming along right as planned.
All right, Ed, as we get ready to, turn the page into 2024, I know you guys have got some new models that are coming out. Give us a few details on that.
Well, we do. Chip, some of those have already hit. The TX, very popular model, and as far as all the release of the new models, it couldn't be a better coincidence or time with the new facility. So we'll be earning a lot of extra units with those new models and have inventory that the consumer's not used to seeing on a car lot right now.
And you guys are going to have a heck of a lot more room to display your inventory.
Absolutely.
What is one of the biggest things that new customers out here at the new store will see that they can't find at the current Lexus dealership?
I don't even know where to begin.
Everything. Pick one or two.
It's taking the experience to the next level, all around.
How
So our service drive is going to be extensive.
Right.
So to accommodate our service guests, it's going to be large. That entire department, that entire operation will have an elevator to help assist guests up to the next level. I know that's a concern for many, given the frightening steps in the front. So we'll have an elevator to accommodate guests, and then just the overall ambiance of the facility is going to be, it's going to exude luxury in the way that Lexus has always wanted it to.
As cool as your current dealership is now, it's hard to imagine how you're going to ratchet things up so highly at the new location on 153, but knock it up. I know you will. Several different notches. Ed, you've been a long-time car guy. What are you most looking forward to about making the switch?
Well, as Allie said, we're really gonna elevate the experience for the customer, but just the room, Chip, our current customers, they would agree with that. I think that would be unanimous. But for example, the customer lounge in the new facility is larger than our current showroom. So just that area alone. But when the customer walks in, it's going to be a breath of fresh air. It's going to be great for both them and the employees. We're just excited about it, and being an up-to-date facility. So.
Allie mentioned her dad a moment ago, Bob McKamey. If you were not fortunate enough to know Bob, his mark is being felt here in Chattanooga every day in a number of different ways. And I'm not talking just about the McKamey Animal Center, but you guys, gosh, going back 15, 18, 20 years, not much, but years, have done some really cool donations to the U.S. Marines, and they're driving Toys for Tots. Tell me what you got cooking this year.
So we actually delivered around 250 bicycles on Friday morning.
Wow.
Yes, and we're excited for those to go out in the community this year, as we always are part of.
240 bikes?
Right, yeah.
That's a bunch.
Absolutely, and the coolest part about it is our employees are part of that process. They're the ones loading the bikes up in the trucks and transporting them over to the warehouse, and it's great to see the whole community come together for this every year.
Ed, you want to add anything to that?
Well, I've been a part of that, and anybody that knew Bob McKamey, and the beautiful thing about his free heart and wanting to help and be a part of the community, I mean, that's carried on into the McKamey family, into Jeff, her father, and then Allie. I mean, it's just, and the employees, we love being a part of that. That's that family atmosphere there.
Bob McKamey was a man it was difficult to say no to. There's no doubt about it. And I'm honored to call you a friend, Allie, and to you as well, Ed. Hope you both have a very happy holiday season. Quickly, we're going to tell you up to speed, or a little bit later on when we get closer to opening up the new store, Lexus of Chattanooga at 153. In the meantime, your current website is
www.lexusofchattanooga.com.
lexusofchattanooga.com. We'll be right back with more after this.